Sego. My name is Wayne Hill, and just kind of show you the fundamentals of lacrosse that you can do at home. It's simple and you can make. Like this here is a homemade wall ball, so you can play catch with. You just need yourself a stick and a ball. And what I use is an old piece of board just to stand it up. Could be anything, scrapyard stuff, whatever you can hold, loose lumber. And like as you can see here, this is just an old skid just to make the foundation of it. Then I used the old right here is just a piece of plywood, flat. Then all I would do is I just put some screws in it just to fasten it to the wood, and it makes a solid base, so that you can have that bounce back perfectly. And then as I do it, you gotta have it kind of slant it in a way, and I'll demonstrate to you that it's what I call is like a backboard, like a wall ball. It's so you could play catch. It's one way how I learned how to play catch by myself and shoot the ball. Like I'll show you. So all it is, you got a ball, you got a stick, that's all you need. Then you got the board, then you can hit it, goes back, comes back to you. Pretty simple, cheap. Really don't cost nothing to really make it. Just whatever you can find laying around the house. And yeah, it's great to have, great for a young kid or whoever's learning how to play, you can make fun out of it just by bouncing the ball off, catching it, whatever you want to do. Simple, easy to make. It's a wall ball or backboard, just out of an old piece of plywood and old skid. Some screws, screw it together, old piece of board. Yep, wall ball. Single. I'm going to talk about the lacrosse sticks here from a player's perspective. This is the traditional wooden lacrosse stick. It's made of hickory wood, and it's a long process of making it. There's a lot of stuff that goes into just making a wooden lacrosse stick. And in the olden days, it was all pure leather, as you can see what these strings are. But now they make a lot of it with leather and the bootlace. And this one here was made in Acrostic by Frank Benedict. And this stick here is mainly just all hickory wood. And it's just, like I said, it's got the leather and the bootlace. And then this is your regular catgut. And yeah, this is it's still used today. A lot of the Canadian leagues and that, they try to take this out of the game, but without this you wouldn't have lacrosse. So it's amongst First Nations teams, everybody plays with it still, and I play with it too as well. And it means a lot to carry this and play with this to this day. Without it wouldn't be lacrosse at all. So I think it's very wrong if they try to take it out of the game, because this is what it all started from, was a tree, hickory tree, wood, leather from a deer, so there's a lot of meaning behind it and show a lot of respect for it. And today's game, it's mainly just made of plastic. As you can see, the head, it's all plastic. The shaft, it's kind of a steel metal shaft here, and these break frequently, and and they just tape butt end and whatnot. And the string here is just a different form of pocket, as you can see from the wooden stick. It's kind of more like a fishnet in a way, and this is your traditional leather. But and you use shoelaces, and they call these shooters. And today's modern game, everybody uses the plastic stick, and a lot of the older people call it Tupperware because of the plastic. But yeah, today's modern game is used mainly of the plastic stick, but still to this day a lot of the wooden stick is used too. And that's how we play our medicine game, and our traditional medicine games are played with the wooden sticks amongst our people in the Haudenosaunee Confederacy. So these are the two sticks. You can have a good see. from all angles, the side view, the front view of the face of the stick, and the shafts. This is a lot harder than what this is. This will last longer than this, that's for sure.
Hello, my name is Warren Hill. I'm currently goaltender for the Halifax Thunderbirds of the National Lacrosse League. I've grew up playing since I was about 3 years old and played on multiple different teams throughout my career, from junior B, junior A, college, and internationally with the Iroquois Nationals. And I'm just here today to tell you a little bit of what I do and the sport of lacrosse, what it means to me. And really, like so many of others have probably said before, it's just a big part of our culture, a big part of our heritage here on Six Nations and throughout the Haudenosaunee communities of the area, surrounding areas. So take a big pride in playing this sport. It means a lot to me, it means a lot to my family. Yeah, so being a goaltender, my sticks that I use are going to be bigger than the regular player sticks. Right here I got actually is the stick that I use in the professional ranks. This is a plastic goalie stick. It's about 15 inches wide, and it's a little bit longer than what the players would use. And all this tape here is just for grip, just personal preference. And in the summer leagues, we're actually allowed to use our wooden sticks in the summer. We can't in the winter, and that's when the professional takes place. So in the summer, I use this bad boy here. It's about 15 inches wide, but it's more of the traditional, what we used to play with back in the day, right? So it's all hickory. It's made from the Mitchell Brothers in Acrostic, and normally it would have leathers and different strings through it of a more of a traditional stick, but just again, my personal preference, I put in the kind of new modern mesh that a lot of guys use. It's just a little bit easier in the maintenance, and in the summer it's a little bit more consistent for me, so that's why it looks different. And yep, it's just all hickory. It's definitely a lot heavier than the plastic one. I would say if you're gonna try and play goalie, if you just want to start it out, it's a great position to play, and that it's cool that so many people want to play that position. But I would say first and foremost, I would say practice with the short stick first, honestly, just to get you comfortable throwing and catching with the ball, and it'll go a long way in your hand-eye coordination. And then when you feel comfortable with that and you got that down packed, then you can move on to a goalie stick. Same thing if you're going to play at your local minor association and you want to try goalie, I'd say take turns, or if they have an option to take turns with other kids, I would do that. It's nice to run around and get outside the crease, and that way you'll learn some new skills along the way.